The top 5 mistakes to avoid when selling your parents' home. Emotional and financial mistakes that can be made. That's our topic. We'll start right after this. Let's first talk about the emotional challenges of selling your parents' home. Dealing with the grief of selling your parents' home after they've passed away can be really overwhelming for a lot of families. So let's talk about how to manage the emotions while taking care of business. Hi, I'm Kim Ward. I am a certified probate real estate advisor. I am the broker owner of Horizon Real Estate's probate and trust help here in beautiful San Diego, California. Please take a minute to go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, you probably want to, because we have a ton of information that helps you through the process of preparing, marketing, and selling a loved one's home. So the first mistake that can be made is not having one single person as the point of contact. In my opinion, when in the process of selling a loved one's home, it's best to just have one person. You want one good decision maker to be in charge. Without this, conflicting opinions and even disagreements can stall the progress that you want to make. And on top of that, when you have more than one person, sometimes there's two that for whatever reason are appointed by a parent or a family member, it just makes it much more complicated for both of those people and the people that are trying to help them through the process. Mistake number 2 is not being aware of, or maybe even ignoring, the emotional impact of the death of your loved one. And this can turn into an emotional attachment that can make you think that the property that was left behind is worth more than it really is. It's best if you hire an appraiser or a good real estate professional to help you using the comparable property information to really determine what the current market value is of your loved one's home. And really try to keep your emotions in check so that you can have a smooth sale, getting the property ready, handling all the responsibilities as much as you possibly can. Mistake number 3 is rushing the entire process, including the sale process. It's tempting to want to just get it over with quickly after a parent's death, and in those cases, sometimes personal representatives will choose to let an investor purchase their parent's home because the investor says it will be a quick sale and it will be really easy and you won't have to deal with the house anymore. Well, that can cause 2 problems. One, you're going to be selling the property for less than its current market value, and if there's more than just you as the beneficiaries, that could be a real issue. And 2, when you hire a real estate professional that knows how to guide you through the entire process of preparing, marketing, and selling the home, it can be done very quickly because those people, they know how to guide you through the entire process. Quick story, we just closed a property today. We met with the trustee and her husband, property here in La Mesa, and they chose us to help them. Within a week, we were handling the personal property. We got the property on the market shortly thereafter. We received multiple offers after our open house. And the way we do our open houses is that we put the property on the market on Wednesday with no showings until Saturday. And then you get a lot of people in the house at one time. And that creates more of an auction atmosphere. A few days later, we had multiple offers for the seller to consider, and we closed 21 days later. And they received a lot more than the initial list price, I think around $30,000 more. It paid for them to hire us, the professionals, to get them through that process. And we just spoke with them today to give them the good news, and they really shared how we made the process so much easier than they thought it ever would be, and our client is relieved of the responsibility of selling her sister's home that she found very difficult to do. Mistake number 4 is not properly preparing the home for sale. A common mistake can be failing to look at what needs to be done, cost-effective repairs, and cleaning to make the house more appealing to home buyers. It's important that you make sure that you have someone who can guide you through this to not make repairs that are not going to give you a benefit and maximize the home buyer interest. We're helping with a home in Encinitas, and it had a lot of stuff in it, and the home was very dirty. The decedent had been ill for quite some time, and she just hadn't been able to manage caring for her home. This was a situation where the remaining personal property had to be removed, and it did cost the estate a few $1,000s to have all of the personal property removed, and much of it, unfortunately, went to the landfill. We then had to hire a company to go in and do a thorough cleaning of the home. And it was quite costly because of the condition that the home was in. We also recommended having the old carpet cleaned. It was old, but it had stains on it that were kind of unsightly, and because the decedent had been ill, and that did cost the estate, I think, around $400. It was a pretty big house, but those stains were minimized. And the good news is, after our open house, we again had multiple offers on the home, and it is in escrow at $100 and some $1,000 higher than our list price. We planned it that way. And mistake number 5 is starting the entire process without experienced help. You have a probate attorney that is helping to lead you through that legal process. It's important that you have an experienced real estate professional or team like ours to help you through the process also. Because trying to sell a property without experienced help can be very costly to the estate, like I mentioned earlier about the investors. As you can imagine, having the right help to work with you beside your probate attorney will help this whole process to be easier for you. And you may not live in San Diego, or if you're watching this somewhere else in the United States, you may not live near where your decedent's home is located, and you need somebody experienced. And a little side note, if you are in another area of the country, we have a group of people that work all over the United States that are experts with helping with homes in probate or a trust. So you can just reach out to us for an introduction. We'd be happy to help. We hope you found this of value. We are here to help. Again, I'm Kim Ward, and please like, comment, and subscribe. We do answer as many questions as we possibly can, so feel comfortable writing a question in the comment section. Thank you. See you next week.